Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to this edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk to Rockets, sponsored by Byron Riley, CPA. Just heard Coach Udoka say the Rockets stole one from the Etroit Pistons, 112, 110. Down the stretch, you saw one team have a veteran point guard and another team not have a veteran point guard. And you see how Fred came through and Mr. Ivy didn't. Rockets were down 5 or 3 minutes ago. Fred willed them to that victory. And Detroit, if I look at the box score correct, had 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter. All 3 of them were in the last 2 minutes. Solo, how you doing? Thank you. The dub. Win is a win. Rocky fans, a win is a win. Hey, Coach said it. We stole one. He said Detroit played well enough to win. But Justin says it right here. That's why they paid Fred. Yep. New name. Welcome. I don't want to insult you by mispronouncing it. What is that? Bogdanello. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for joining us on Let's Talk Houston Rockets. But hey, a win is a win. Another new name. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I like this. This is cool. Appreciate it. When you steal a game from the Pistons, it's fun times because these days ain't nobody trying to lose to the Pistons. Jamon. Honestly, if you're new to these shows, these Let's Talk Houston Rockets shows, first things first, I cover the Rockets. I am not a fan of the Rockets. I am a fan of the Pistons. I was waiting for Detroit to blow this game. Waiting for them to lose it, find a way to lose, and they did. So no surprise. I wasn't surprised at all. No surprise. I was just waiting for it to happen, and they did. Missed free throws, throwing the ball at people's ankles, playing crap defense on high screens, all that stuff. But you see why Detroit is 3-36. But Sleep Art, how you doing? X-Ray, how are you? Oh, hello to Germany. All right, this is great. This is outstanding. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I see this. We got fans in Europe watching this show. How about that? Excellent. Let's talk Houston Rockets global. How about excellent? I could give a man Terry from New Zealand. We'll have Europe and New Zealand. Man. All right. Let's see. Steven says, yeah, it was ugly. Ugly win. Tony got jokes. Salute to Detroit. Etroit, Tony, you know it's Etroit because the defense, as you saw down the stretch, was non-existent. Solo, I heard the Rockets are looking to get a starting caliber player via trade. Detroit is like the Rockets were last year. X-Ray, that last shot took the wind out of some folk. Last 3 minutes. I'm waiting for the NBA or the Pistons, whoever, to update final stats. Hey, they finally put the fourth quarter stats up. But fourth quarter play-by-play. 107-102 Detroit for roughly a minute. Jaden Ivey, 2 missed free throws. Young fella can't handle pressure. I'm sorry. He just does not do well under pressure. Jaden Ivey missed a 7-foot floater. Isaiah Stewart passed up 1-3 and then passed up the first look at a 3, missed. Alpy missed a 6-foot hook. And Ivey missed 2 free throws with 2 minutes to go. They had a bad pass. Then during, I don't know what Jalen Duren was doing in that drive that Jabari Smith blocked. I have no idea what Jalen Duren was doing with that. And then Jaden Ivey turned over, lost the ball off his foot. Then Isaiah Stewart, out of bounds, bad pass. Meanwhile, Fred, pull up 3. Fred, pull up shot. 110-107. Hey. And then pick and roll. Fred passed to Alpy, slam dunk. Rockets had Fred. Detroit didn't. There you go. So, and it's funny, Solo, you say this because, and this is an indictment on the Pistons players as well as their coaches. Alec Burks was destroying the Rockets in the first half. Four threes, pull up threes, in your face threes. I'm trying to get, let's see, his first half numbers. He was rolling. Alec Burks, first half. 4 for 5 from 3. Second half, 1 for 4 from 3. The last 3 attempt was rushed, but there was way too many times Detroit went away from Alec Burks, who was cooking the Rockets. You should not need a coach to tell you what's working to stick with it. That's common sense. Terry, there you go. Terry chiming in from New Zealand. So we got Germany, New Zealand. This is great. Excellent. But you see, and again, Fred knows, veterans know. If it's working, we're going to stick with it. We don't need the coach to tell us what's working. Detroit, you're looking at no help on Şengün against Duran. Duran pick and roll, drop coverage. What are you doing? But it's just, that's why they're 3-36. There's nothing really I can say about it. I don't know if he's trying to get fired. He's collecting those checks. He's still getting paid $12 million a year for the next three more years. But y'all saw it, y'all Rocket fans. You endured to see the Rockets come from behind and win that game. But in a nutshell, you saw what Detroit fans have seen all season: flashes of promise, and then way too many what the hell moments. That inbound in the first quarter, was it, between Keaton Hayes and Isaiah Stewart, is a meme now. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It really is. Their basketball IQ is lower than my sister's, and she is not a basketball fan. It's embarrassing. It's disgraceful how. But anyway, this is about the Rockets finding a way to win. Now, I gotta say, Rocket fans, what are your thoughts on it? Because Jabari played 41 minutes. LP played 37. Jalen played 39. Fred played 42. The Rockets play tomorrow in Boston. That's a lot of minutes to play when you got a back-to-back against a much better team coming off an embarrassing effort against the Bucks. That's a lot of minutes to play for your starters, and you got a game in less than 24 hours. So what are your thoughts on it? Basketball fans are welcome. So come to this show to talk hoops. Yep. They didn't play hard. They didn't play smart at sometimes, but fortunately they played an opponent that was less smart. Cam tonight. Yeah, Cam lovers. Cam did not have it tonight. 1 for 7 in 15 minutes, 1 for 5 from 3, 2 fouls in those 15 minutes. And one of those fouls was before the ball was inbounded. So, and then Uncle Jeff got injured. And that's another example of the Pistons' lack of basketball IQ. Jeff Green is on the court, lying on the court in pain after Marvin Bagley's Jeff's knee or lower thigh or whatever. Jeff's on the court in pain. Detroit has a 5-on-4 in the half court, and they launched 3 threes. Didn't attack the basket, didn't go take the advantage. No, let's just stand around and shoot threes. Mm-hmm. Young Bull, welcome. Looks like Udoka's finally fed up with Holiday's ball hogging. Aaron Holiday's goal is his job is to score, apparently, and that's it, to score. Jalen was not efficient, and down the stretch, I gotta say it too. Some of his decision making, I'm like, oh no, Jalen, what are you trying to do, man? What are you doing? Oh no, he was trying to help Detroit. Come on, y'all can hang around. Come on. Yeah, some of his stuff down the stretch, like, ooh, Jalen. 9 for 25 overall for Jalen Green. 2 for 9 from three. Mm. He was cooking early, 20 points in the first half. He's cooled off in the second half. He was 7 for 13 in the first half. Woo! My goodness. 7 for 13 in the first half. So that means in the second half, Jalen Green was 2 for 12. Mm. But LP was 7 for 10 in the second half, and Fred was 6 for 10 in the second half. And that combo, that sensational duo combined for 22 of the Rockets' 24 points in the fourth quarter. Yep. That one play by Jalen right here, he was in midair and he couldn't pat back, so he put up some wild layup and missed. Yep. Terry says we need a bench scorer that can just go out there and get buckets. Well, isn't that what Rocket fans believe Cam Whitmore will be? Come off the bench and get buckets. Trade rumors, stuff in Twitter, and I say this, the stuff you see in Twitter, a lot of that stuff doesn't happen. The deals that get done are stuff we don't hear about. The deals that are leaked in social media platforms, more times than not, are leaked by the agents. Leaking up to their buddies in media, like Woj and Shams. And then they trickle down, and then fan sites make up stuff. And those rumors start gaining legs. And so Rockets are in discussion to improve the roster. Yes. One of our friends talks about this, the Buddy Hield stuff. And I was going right there with you, X-Ray. Why would you do that? Why would you trade Tari for Buddy Hield? Any deal involving Buddy Hield if the Pacers want Tari Eason? Huh? What? No, thank you. Click. AJ Griffin linked to a few teams. No. But all right. Everybody keep it warm out there. Terry, how's it in New Zealand? What's the temp like? And convert it to Fahrenheit for us people here, and even my people in Germany. How cold is it over there in Germany? But oh man, we're talking about the Rockets come from behind 112-110 win over the Etroit Pistons. Terry says it's really hot. Really? Because it's really cold here. Oh, so my buddy said for Buddy Hield, X-Ray says it's for Benedict Mather. Oh, hell no. Tari Eason for Benedict Mather? Please. No. Click. In fact, y'all know what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can find real quick. If they're talking about Benedict Mather for Tari Eason, that deserves a gas face. And if you're new to this show, this is the gas face. Please. Hell no. Trade Tari Eason for Benedict Mather. Good grief, no. Goodness, no. Heck, one more time for that. Heck no. Rafael did that, man. Shame on him. Please. But yeah, I'm convinced Rafael will do something by the deadline. But I sure as hell hope it ain't nothing like that, man. No. But let's see. Bog says Tari is great. Tari Bar Alp cannot go for any reason. Yeah. I noticed you didn't say Jalen Green. I noticed that. Ringleader, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Got these new members to the LTHR family. Appreciate the comments. Not sure going to have a show tomorrow. It's going to be a full day tomorrow on the channel because we got Texans. Yes, we'll talk some football and then some college basketball as well around the same time tomorrow of the Boston Rockets game. So it's going to be a full evening on the Houston Roundball View on YouTube Saturday night. So getting it in tonight. I was way wrong. I thought the Rockets would just wax the Pistons today. Just thump them all over the place. Nope. Pistons played well, shot well first half. Alec Burks. The Pistons decided to go away from Alec Burks second half and started to cool off and had guys attempting threes that can't make threes very well. Jaden Ivey, Keegan Hayes. But anyway, Rockets better have won this game because the next game is going to be a challenge. Boston, Philly, and the Knicks. Marvin Bagley saw Marvin. He can get buckets, and he can give up a lot of buckets too. But at least he's better than James Wiseman, who can do neither. Well, he cannot score, but he gives up buckets. So it was like Monty Williams actually tried to use some common sense with his rotation this evening. He made some smart moves, and they still lost. Ringleader says when team three balls falling, it's hard for us to beat them. Why should not be? He should not play for Detroit ever again. Ever again. His defense is worse than everybody else's on the team. It's embarrassing how bad his defense is. And see, that's what I mentioned it. Fred played so much. Alpy played so much. Again, Jabari played 41. Alpy played 37 minutes, 19 seconds. Jalen played 39. Fred 42 and a half. And Rockets play Saturday night in Boston. And I think Boston will play better, more focused than that trash they put on display Thursday night against the Bucks. I think, but heck, who knows with Boston? I mean, the Seas have not lost yet at home this season. So we'll see if they put forth a better effort. We'll see if the Rockets reserves, when given more minutes tomorrow, come through, deliver, help the starters. Oh, Justin, it's not worse than Wiseman's, but it's not good. And yeah, his pick and roll, it's gone down because Reggie Bullock used to be a very good 3-and-D guy. Used to be. No more. Used to be. Nothing new on Tari Easton. Dylan Brooks hopefully plays maybe Monday, but probably by Wednesday he's back. Nothing new on Tari. Reggie is a rhythm shooter, and he has not been in rhythm a lot this season. So his shot has been off most of the season. Oh, ringleader is in the Jalen Green must go group. You got some company in that group. I don't know if it's 50-50 or not, but you're not alone in that. Why is Tate still on the team? Because prior to the injuries to Dylan and Tari, coach respected, he trusted Jay Sean because of his glue guy, what he brings to the team, his toughness, his hustle plays, things like that. But with Cam playing better, especially offensively, Jason Tate's minutes going down. But now with Dylan and Tari out, Jason still gets those guys are healthy. Jason won't be here. I think he'll be traded. Now, for what package? I don't know, but he's going to be traded. Terry says Jalen might be that bench score we need. How about that, ringleader? How about that? Moving Jalen to the bench as 6-man. Would that make you happy rather than trading him? They wants Profil to make a move. He's going to make a move. I believe that for sure. Tate is an Ime guy, yes. But when Rockets are healthy, hopefully soon, not sure when, soon, Jayson not going to play. With Dylan Brooks, Tari healthy, and still give minutes to Cam, Jayson not going to play. Now, if Cam has more nights like he did tonight, then he might see his minutes reduce and Jayson gets those minutes. But yeah. But first things first, Rockets got to get healthy. And Dylan Brooks is getting closer than sounds like maybe he's closer to returning than Tari is. Justin says, well, like I said, Justin, Terry said it from New Zealand. Maybe Jalen is the Rockets' sixth man, that scoring punch off the bench. I don't think that would happen, especially contract wise. Aaron had a role before Amen Thompson. When Amen was out with the ankle injury and asthma up a little bit as well, Aaron had a role. It was more of a scorer. He wasn't really the point guard off the bench that the Rockets probably needed and wanted, because when Fred sat even for a little bit, the Rockets offense just bogged down with Fred on the bench. With Amen back, kind of move Fred off the ball. Amen runs the offense a little bit. But tonight, man, Fred played 42 minutes because the Rockets did not want to lose this game to Detroit. And that's a lot of minutes. Amen played 7:49. Aaron only played 3. Reggie played 20 because you weren't going to play Jock or Boban. But Reggie played 20 because Uncle Jeff got injured. So that injury did kind of mess up the rotation and change things a bit. And Fred, I think, is up to 14 double-doubles, points and assists double-doubles this season already. And he hadn't had, I believe the Rockets PR put it out, he had not had more than 10 with Toronto at this point, or maybe something like that, something really amazing. Ringleader with man, he's already starting with the question about phase 3. Who's going to be on the team at phase 3? Hopefully not Jalen. Man. Man, I see where you are. All right. Tony M. Rockets need a shooter and a big. Y'all don't believe in Jock Landale? I kid. I know better. But, when y'all, okay, who was it? Jamon, I believe. Anyone other than Jamon and me have doubts that the Rockets would win? I mean, Craig Ackerman during the broadcast was kind of like almost waving a white flag. And then Fred got that 3-point play against Kevin Knox. Good move by Fred, good drive. More bad defense by Detroit. But, Justin says he does not see the star potential yet. Well, the Rocket star is LP. He's a star. He is a Rocket star. Jabbar's defense was good. Jaden Ivey, quickness. He blew past Reggie Bullock. Yeah, who doesn't? I mean, But when Jabbar was on Jaden Ivey made a poor decision. got stuck, offense bogged down. You know, Avi was cooking till he did dumb things. And that's what he has done this season. No one talking about Cam? Baba Shola, we are. Tonight, Cam had a bad game. 1 for 7, 2 fouls in 15 minutes. We talking about him. He was just off tonight. Solo, scored 20 in the first half, and his teammates were struggling. Detroit was leading by double figures in the first half. Finished the second quarter. And third quarter with 12-4 runs, and then finished the fourth quarter with a 10-3 run. You see why one team is above 500 and why one team is now 33 games below 500. Oh, boy. Let's see, where was it? Terry asks, would anyone be open to Jalen and this year Nets pick for Bridges? Why would the Nets want to do that? Justin Gone, I talking about Reggie's hair. Solo wonders what Rafael will do with the Nets pick. I said it, Tony. What was it? I kicked around on Thursday's show on the lunch break. What was it? Jay Sean Tate. I was being funny. Oh, Jay Sean Tate, Jock Landale, Victor's contract, Aaron Holiday, and a pick to the Warriors since they're cleaning house apparently. So yeah. And let's see. That Warriors Bulls game was a roller coaster. Okay. That's a strange game right there. Bulls were up on the Warriors. Bulls scored 75 on the Warriors in the first half. We're up by 13. And then the Warriors dropped 48 on them in the third quarter. And I scored a 48-20 in the third quarter. NBA is something, man. Actually wants to keep the pick. Magdanello, can Larry Markkinen be a target for us? Sure. But who would you be willing to give up that you think Utah would want? It can't be the Rockets garbage for someone like Markkinen. So give me a realistic offer. Rockets to Utah for Larry Markkinen. Ring leader, Jalen percentage is horrible. His finish under the rim is awful. We've all talked about it. Like I said, you are not alone in the wanting Jalen to be gone from the Rockets group. You are not by yourself. Utah wants picks. Yep. Jalen plus Tate. Wow. Okay. Jalen plus Tate. You want Victor and Victor contract and 2 first rounders for Larry Markkinen. And is Utah winning now? Playing much better ball last month or so? Thank you, KDC. See, Laurie's nice, but he's not worth the 5 picks Andy's asking for. Yeah, that's negotiating. He's haggling, trying to get that. But no, not 5 picks. Hell no. No. Rafael is going to do something. I don't believe it's going to be major like y'all are looking for right now. Ringleader. Tony M says he's a gambler. He does not want to trade Jalen. Whoa. Different answers here. Asleep Art says Markkinen is worth 2 at the most, but J-Mon Draymond prepared to go as high as 3 first-round picks and Jabari for marketing. Woo! Whoa! That's a lot, man. Justin said, well, not happening. Boys Rockets had Hero on the squad. Deverick, how you doing? Thank you for chiming in. Detroit still needs development. They need higher basketball IQ. That's a start right there. And some confidence. But first things first, just keep it simple. I mean, some of the stuff y'all don't. Basketball, this is what the Rockets as well in any team. Basketball at times is not that difficult. When you have an advantage, you have a matchup to your advantage, you don't need to waste all this time wondering what to call. You maximize that advantage until the other stops it. This ain't hard. KO KDC says keep Jabari, give them Amen. BOG says I still see Jalen as a big prospect, and the pick from Nets this year is pretty high, plus another first-round pick, plus Tate. That's a good package. The sleep art says, nope, wouldn't trade any of our young guys for him. Give me a come on, man. Only picks, not too much, not much. Yep, Justin, that's fact too, right there. The Miami lifestyle is better than the Houston lifestyle. Houston does have I remember in my youth, does have a nice lifestyle, but it's not like Miami's. I recall those days, those good old days. Young Bull says someone needs to tell Alp to start jumping for rebounds. He's not a leaper. I mean, he's just not. You know, Jabari is a leaper, but Alp still manages to get boards and double doubles. You know, he's not explosive, but he can still dunk and still get buckets. He does have deficiencies. We know it. Teams know it. Smart teams know it. Smarter teams will maximize it, exploit it more than low IQ teams like the Pistons. Another new name to the show, to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And where are you from? Are you from H-Town? Are you from a foreign country? Because we got folks from Germany, the European continent, New Zealand. Global tonight. So where are you? If you're H-Town, welcome. Appreciate that. You know, how cold is it where you are? Or how hot is it where you are? Okay, ringleader has given up on Jalen Green. He's given up. Okay. Well, he said LP can't jump to the 3-point line. The effing backcourt has to hold. That's Jalen Green. I think you're talking about right there specifically. LP can get up when he's got a running start. Yeah, he's not a standstill explosive leaper. No. Ringleader talking about Jalen Green here again. Hopefully his stock goes up so we can get something for him. All right. Tony M, I think you're alone here tonight anyway. Wanting to, with the minority, wanting to keep Jalen Green here. I heard Detroit feels the same way about Cade. Cade turnovers have been an issue for him this season. Nice injured. He missed most of all last season, so toss that out. But Jalen Dorrance had ankle problems this year. Jaden Ivey. And let me say this, just for a moment. How can a player, I'm talking about Jaden Ivey, how can you be so explosive on offense and be so bad on defense? His Jaden Ivey defense, his pick and roll defense, he struggles keeping the ball handler in front of him. It's awful. He is so explosive, but his defense is just awful. Cade was playing better, then he got hurt. And then, of course, the game against the Rockets here in H-Town, he couldn't make a shot. But he had 10 assists. But his defense in that game was bad, too. Detroit has young players with some potential, but they have bad habits and they have low basketball IQs. I mean, that's a bad combination. It's a bad mix. Terry with Ivy is Russ on offense and Harden on defense. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Justin with who do they compare Jaden Ivey to on draft night? Well, quickness wise, they compared him to Russ, offensively. But his defense is just awful. Oh, it's awful. And the decision making is bad too. Oh, no question. No doubt. Alp and Fred, 22 and Rockets 24 points in the fourth quarter. But no one's complaining about Alp. You're nitpicking out about Alp. He scored 29. He's just not an explosive leaper. He's not an elite athlete. So there are deficiencies to his game, especially on defense. But there are a whole lot of NBA teams who would take 29 points from their starting five. I mean, hey, going 12 for 19 from the floor. He's been the Rockets' best player this season. Jabari played great defense. Yeah, but when Jaden Ivey doesn't know what to do with the ball when someone with length is on him, I mean, how good defense is that? I mean, so hey, Terry not talking about Jabari's jumper. Let's see, Jabari was 7 for 15 from the floor tonight. Rocket starters, Jalen Green was 9 for 25. Everybody else was above 50% or right around it. Jabari and Fred were 7 for 15 each. Jabari had 19 and 11. Fred had 12 dimes. No turnovers. Oh, must be nice to have a point guard does that. Must be nice. Must be nice. And folks saw folks on Twitter talking about Jabari Detroit putting the LP in pick and roll for the switches. Well, part of that, I mean, was to get Reggie Bullock involved too. I mean, so it wasn't all LP's fault. Let's see. Oh, agree. Joker's not a great athlete, not an explosive leaper, but he still gets it done. And it's not the same position, but in terms of explosive athlete, Jaden Ivey is way more explosive than LP. Who has better game? Who has better offensive game? More complete game? More fundamentally sound game? LP all day. Being an explosive athlete is great if you have fundamentals, if you have skills to match your athleticism. Because if you play too fast, turn it over, make poor decisions, then what good is being explosive? If you're out of position, don't box out, don't play smart, all these different things. Rockets, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for chiming in. What I think I brought it up. What do you think? The start 4 of the 5 Rocket starters, because Jayshawn Tate only played 20 minutes. Jabari, 41 minutes. Al-P, 37. Jalen, 39. Fred, 42 and a half. The Rockets play tomorrow against a much better team than the Pistons in the Boston Celtics. The Celtics were embarrassed Thursday night by the Bucks. Their starters did not play the second half at all. So the starters should be pissed off and rested for the Rockets starters who will not be rested. But who knows which Boston team is going to show up. If Boston plays their A game, they're going to wax the Rockets. But will that happen? Jalen's defense is not very good. He's indecisive. His post defense is indecisive. His shot blocking is not good as it should have been for somebody as athletic as he is. His help defense, he's too indecisive. The coaching is messing him up too. Drop coverage. Why? He's quick enough that he can keep up with some perimeter players and at least use angles to help him improve the chance to challenge the shot. They don't do that in Detroit. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. But ringleader, Taryn, Tate, Aaron, Jock, Bullock, Boban need to all be gone. Let's see, 2 3 5. I can see 3 of those 5 being gone, not all 5. Ooh, hold up. Let me get this comment. Where is it? Young Bull says Jalen Green is another prime Jason Richardson. Wow. Yeah. Back-to-backs are rough. The Rockets should have been resting their starters tonight, but they played around. Yeah. It has happened where teams who play their starters a lot in the first game of the back-to-back find a way to win on the second game of the back-to-back. It's rare. It's not. I wouldn't bet on it, especially if Uncle Jeff and that thigh injury keeps him out tomorrow. So if he can't go, and Dylan probably won't play tomorrow. I think he's going to play maybe Monday or Wednesday. Going to get tougher. Space Age, how are you? We got folks chiming in from Germany. So welcome. There you go. So yeah, it can be done. But both those games are at home though, right? Solo, I think that was Minnesota and Milwaukee. And I was coming off the bad loss to Minnesota Friday, and of course, the Bucks defense is awful too. Boston, on paper, should be better about defensively, but who knows what they're going to do? Their pride, the Celtics' pride alone, should have them locked in from the opening jump ball. But will that happen? Ime's first game back as head coach of an opponent, after what happened in Boston. Let's see. Space A says no comments at all about this game. You don't want to talk about how Fred saved the Rockets, how Fred and Al-P saved the Rockets in the fourth quarter, how Detroit cratered in the last 2 minutes, how their youth and lack of IQ cost them the game. And Fred said, thank you very much. I'll take over from here. Rockets propaganda says need a big game by a random Rocket against the Celtics. Watch it be Jay Sean Tate. It would be a surprise. Tony says, hope it is Tate to bring up his trade value. It's the same story. Yep. Yeah, it is. I've seen it a lot this year. Both teams, these are the 2 teams I watch the most. Rockets because of cover them, and Detroit because that's my favorite team. But yeah, Coach Udoka said in post game, the Rockets stole this one. They did not start playing defense until the fourth quarter. He even said that that Detroit probably should have won this game, but the Rockets will take it. And hey, they should. There have been a few games this season where the Rockets played well and lost. Tonight, they did not play well until the last few minutes, and they won. That's part of it. Good for that. That bobblehead night in Detroit was a hit. Also, they got to figure out what they want him to do because 8 rebounds in 18 minutes, no assists, 1 turnover. His decision making could be better as well. Got to figure that out. Marcus Sasser had 7 assists in the first half, but when he got in the game in the third quarter, the offense bogged down and didn't play much after that. Third or fourth, early fourth quarter, whatever. Offense just bogged down with Marcus in the second half, and that helped the Rockets hang around and get back in it, which was disappointing. But I mean, Detroit's point guard tandem of Killian Hayes and Marcus Sasser combined for 15 turnovers. 15 assists and 2 turnovers, and they still lost. And Killian Hayes took 2 3-pointers. That's 2 too many. Jaden Ivey took 6. That's 3 too many. Yeah. And Justin, that's my point. Monty knows Austin's role on the team. That's a problem. Figure this out, man. His handles aren't good enough to have him run the offense full time yet off the bench. But his role, he can play defense. He can do other things to help the team win. Greg Cutts, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the final moments of this edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets, sponsored by Byron Riley CPA. Gotta do it. Gotta put up the banner, as I almost forgot. Byron Riley's been kind enough to support this show for December and I think 2 more times in January. So thank you and support him. It's important. Looking for more guys like Byron to come through and be a sponsor of the show. Visit that website, ByronRileyCPA.com, or call him 832-303-3995. Once again, call him because the audio podcast of this, got to say it, 832-303-3995, or visit that website, ByronRileyCPA.com. That's it, Justin. You are correct. Monty is known as a great coach, but he's not good for young teams. He needs vets. Some of his coaching moves this season have been baffling to the beat writers, to some folks within the organization. I know that because they told me when they were here on the first. Some of the moves, that's like, what is he doing? Why is he playing Wiseman so much? Why is he doing? Hey, they're on pace to win 7 games this year. I don't see them getting to 7. But with the right moves, next in the offseason, what you're going to do, they could be better. And it's funny you mentioned this young man, because I have a feeling he might end up in Detroit. Quentin Grimes. Just putting it out there. Thought about it for a while. Oh. Some of the stuff I said to my buddies on the first, I can't say here. I won't say. I could say it, but I won't say it about money in that contract. Yep, Tom Gore's overpaid for Monty. Yep. And Monty already said that he didn't want the job. Said he wanted to sit out this season. Tom said no and gave him more money. And this is what you're getting. No scoop on Quentin Grimes. his role in New York is fading away, and I think he would have a role in Detroit because hey, he plays defense and he can score. He could be a younger, more defensive minded Alec Burks. Could be. Alec Burks just gets buckets and he gives up buckets. Quinn Grimes plays better defense and can't heat up to get buckets. That'll wrap it up. This has been good. Thank you to my new audience in Germany. Of course, Terry, my rock from New Zealand. And everybody else, KDC, J-Mon, Tony M, Correct Cuts, Deverick, Solo. Got to get Mike Will on here again. I miss Mike Will. Where's he been for a while? Justin, of course. Space Age. Rockets Propaganda. You're new. Do not be a stranger. X-Ray. And everyone, if you are new, let me be clear. Okay? The Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel does cover the Rockets, has a lot of Rocket content, but it is not the only content provided on this channel. I also cover college hoops, the Cougs. I also cover women's basketball as well. We also discuss the Houston Texans. Hint, hint. The Texans are in the playoffs. Saturday, they're playing the Browns. We'll have a post-game show after that game, just like we have a post-game show after the Cougs game at TCU. Going to be a full day on this channel. So do not be a stranger. Do not roll your eyes when you don't see Rocket-related content because it's coming. It'll be here. I just have so much more content to provide here on this channel because the Houston Roundball Review is now a media group. So it's more than just the Rockets. Nick Saban going and being replaced. It was his time to go. Surprised that he stepped down so quickly. I kind of thought he'd do it next year, but good. Enjoy retirement. Bill Belichick retired. Will step down from the Patriots. Boy, I hope he does not go to Washington. I hope not. Even though the Commanders made a smart move in their hire of general manager, so that's a start in the right direction. But yes, so it's all good. We talk basketball here on this show, obviously, because it's called Let's Talk Houston Rockets. But other shows, my sports show, folks talking sports, we talk more than that. Talk other sports, football, college football, pro football. A lot more here on this Houston Roundball Review channel. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the like, hit the bell on the channel so you receive notifications when new shows pop up. But I've enjoyed it. I've been to a couple of Cougar games and some Rocket games, and I've had fans approach me because they recognize me and they thank me for the content for these shows. So that is a great feeling. So appreciate that support. I appreciate the recognition. Thank you to everyone who watches this show, watches these shows, who spreads word about these shows. I enjoy it. I really enjoy talking with you guys, taking time, spending time with you, talking hoops, talking Rockets. So spread the love. We're going to be better in 2024. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, spread the word. I do things a little bit differently here on this show. Got to be different. Got to stand out for my colleagues and other folks who discuss the Rockets. So it's all good. Appreciate that. And reminder, just one more time. And then you know how I'm going to end the show. My new way to end it. Go to BobandRileyCPA.com. Give him a call, 832-303-3995. He'll be advertising a couple more times on shows this month. And then hopefully he renews. But if not, and someone else wants to take his place and advertise, then email me at kgardner@thehrr.com for rates and info how to do that and sponsor Let's Talk Houston Rockets. This is the most popular show on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel, video version and the audio version. So 2 different ways to reach the audience. So 2 different ways for you to maximize your value in supporting the Houston Roundball Review. Going to close it out. Y'all know it, the Houston Roundball Review. since 1994. The Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective.
Game over.
Peace.